Well, as some of you may know, our very own Hannah Patrick is moving on after 10 years at WWAY.
Starting as a reporter and eventually taking over the anchor desk, she's had a huge impact on the Cape Fear through her passionate storytelling.
Here's a look back at where she started and some of the biggest news she's covered along the way.
Economic Development Director announced he is retiring in October. Daniel, town leaders across Pleasure Island are posting signs, cleaning storm drains, and especially monitoring Hurricane Joaquin's track. Today, the Wilmington Police Department released its annual report from 2014. Cape Fear Regional Jetport Director Howie Franklin worked for the Air Force One flight crew when Ronald Reagan took office.
It's interesting how much my voice changes over the years.
He says the crowd inside was incredible, and he says the crowd outside was even bigger. The Brooklyn Arts Center was full of supporters this afternoon as Tim
So both
King
of these
and
are
his wife
from
took
the
stage.
2016 presidential election, and that was my first time covering
I shot this interview with you with the governor.
Gen X. Yeah, we were the first to interview the governor after we found out about Gen X. That was
right to protect our waterways and not legislation that gives them
I was so
zero
nervous.
funding.
I don't know if you were nervous, but I was nervous.
Yeah, I definitely was.
Environmental bill.
I am at the old Thunder Alley building near the Leland Cultural Arts Center. WWAY's parent company, Morris Network Incorporated, closed on this purchase earlier this week.
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember doing that live shot.
Journalist of the Year in both Carolinas. So Hannah Patrick, congratulations to you too.
Thank you, Daniel. It was cool getting to spend the day with journalists from both of the Carolinas.
WWAY's Hannah Patrick received one of the Keeper of the Flame Awards for her series Unsolved.
Timothy Smart went missing in Boiling Spring Lakes in 1995. I featured his case in my Unsolved series in May of 2018. Prosecutors say that sparked an anonymous tip that led to the new information. Now, 44-year-old Brian Lee O'Daniels is charged with murder in connection to Smart's disappearance.
The coronavirus outbreak is continuing to spread across the nation.
And here in the Cape Fear, the number of COVID-19 cases are also starting to increase. It is the big story at 6 this morning. Sydney Bouchelle has been out here all day.
Wow, that was the tornado in Brunswick County.
That was a long
Was
day.
that 3 years
Well,
ago?
Hannah, the Brunswick County Emergency Management says this is going to be a long process of recovery.
The man who killed Smart pleaded guilty. An emotional moment for all those involved. Beautiful outside, not looking like a hurricane,
that
but that's
case
okay,
actually went to a conviction. So it's
Friday night, I got to judge a lip sync battle for Relay for Life. That was this year, but I've done this 4 years now. And 2 years ago, they decided, let's have Hannah do it. We'll auction her off, and it's raised a lot of money.
Our own Hannah Patrick and Jeff Rivenbark were honored to be featured as this year's Grand Marshals.
Hear me out. What do you think about a one-time
interviewing
single
Nick Carter
release
was like
collaboration
millennial goals
because I mean,
and
insane.
Backstreet Boys, like they were my first CD.
Are smart as toddlers, but they have emotions
back in
just
the
like
day.
your dogs and cats.
Really full circle.
Did I mention my fear of heights?
This was so
But at
cool.
least the view is unbelievable.
Such a good week of
What was I
stories.
saying about those views? This is terrifying. If they pass that training, the pup and the puppy raiser go to graduation and get to meet the recipient of the dog.
To hear, thank you for being a puppy raiser. And she's so important in my life.
doing okay
She gives
till
me
now?
such independence. I feel
The dogs
comfortable
always
being
get
in
you.
public again. Those kind of stories.
But if you do make it out here and up the hoist and onto the helipad to see a million stars and experience all of the tower's past and present, like this, you'll want to share it.
I love it.
With everybody.
I thought I was good until the end. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was so cool. I wasn't planning on doing this today, but I will just go ahead and say, especially because of that final story about the Canine for Companions, I'll let you know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm going to be a PR manager for a nonprofit that sources jobs for people with disabilities in Washington, D.C. So I'm really, really excited about that. But it's bittersweet because it's been so wonderful being here, and I still have 2 more days. This is not goodbye yet, but thank you guys for doing that. That's really sweet.
I mean, you've had so many cool experiences. You've covered so many big and important stories, and we're really excited for you in this next chapter.
Me too, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say see you later. I'm
Well,
not
not
saying
yet.
goodbye.
We still have
a couple
more
days
days.
left.
Yeah, 2 more days.
Don't rush it.
And way before that, we're not done. If you missed the voter registration deadline, you can still vote. What you need to do this week.
We'll also have a check of traffic for your morning commute.
And a very warm day is on the way, but it turns cooler as the week goes on. We'll talk about that when Good Morning Carolina